G'day team, it's your old mate the Kiwi Badger, and we're here in friendly Fielding. In front of me there I have a Downshifting Kiwi, a young and upcoming motovlogger who lives here in Fielding. We have been trying to go for a ride for probably a couple of months now.
There is a legend born long ago about a wicked man no one knows when it unraveled, six innocent little souls.
So he's just taken receipt recently of his the bike he's on, which I think is like a 2005 Suzuki SV 650. Really tidy, nice little bike. It's one of those bikes that is bloody near bulletproof, will last a very long time if you look after it, and it's not a bike you're going to get bored of quickly. The SVs by Suzuki are bloody good bikes. They're essentially Suzuki's answer to a VTR. The SVs come out in 650cc and 1000cc. There's a fair chance that this video may be posted before my DIY cruise control video. My trip up to Auckland the other weekend was kind of painful. The grips on here are essentially dirt bike grips. They are not designed to lean forward and lean forward on your hands for hours and hours on end, and that results in a bit of cramp in your throttle hand. So I needed something to keep the bike going whilst I took my hand off and rest it like so. So I made this. As I say, the other video, if it's not already up, it will be up soon. I'll show you how to make it. It's not the first cruise control I've made. The first one I made was a little different, and I don't think I made a video of that one. I could have done, I don't know. I've got like 200 and something videos now. 260 videos or some shit, I'm not sure. But yeah, check out that video if you want to make yourself a cruise control. Other than that, I'll tell you what, if you can tell me how much it cost me to make the cruise control, I'll send you one for free. How about that? How about that? Hey? The first person in the comment section to tell me how much I spent on making the cruise control wins a free cruise control. I've been out on this road with the Gary Worsley Twilight rides. Been out here a couple of times. It's actually the ride we came on that was the content for, I think it was Never Leave a Man Behind or something. A video where a new rider came on the ride and on a little 125 or something and got left behind accidentally because his bike was too slow. Not really his fault. If you're riding in a group, my theory, my belief, my opinion is that you always ride to the slowest member of the group. That's what you should do. Cheers, buddy. That way you don't leave anyone behind. And 9 times out of 10, the slowest member of the group will be a new rider. So obviously, if you have the new rider in front of you, yeah, if they have a mishap, then everyone's there to stop and help. While I've got a captive audience, I'd like to talk about road positioning, i.e. where you ride on the road. 99% of the time I ride in the right-hand wheel track. I mean, I'll cross to the left-hand wheel track if I have a left-hand corner, but 99% of the time this is where I ride. I ride here. I ride here because I've got good visibility, so I can see past Downshifting Kiwi there, and if it was a car I'd be able to see past that. But also too, there's there's a very low chance of getting any debris or punctures here. And the reason for that is that's where cars drive. So they're probably more likely to pick up a puncture or any debris than I am. Not to say it won't happen, but I think I've had one puncture in 22 or 23 years of riding road. Okay, I will ride in the middle of the road here if it is icy or wet, because there's more seal in the middle of the road and it's more worn out, obviously, in the wheel tracks. The downside to riding in the middle of the lane is that there is more debris, and that's where all of the fluids that are rejected from cars and trucks, that's where they live. So coolant, oil, all that slippery shit that you don't want to hit on a motorbike lives right here in the middle of the lane. So you'll see on this road in the middle of the lane here, that is moss or lichen. That is slippery shit. Like, you do not want to be going around a corner in the middle of the lane on that at all. On a dry road, not so bad. On a wet road, no way. So I spoke about how I've changed to a Metzler rear tyre. What are my impressions of the Metzler? Well, I've ridden probably 1,500 kilometres now. I've probably already used a tenth of the tyre's life. And it's proven to be a pretty good tyre. I don't know if I can pick any differences or faults with it as yet. I haven't been able to get the bike right over to see what it grips like, purely because the roads have either been icy or wet. So not a big fan of riding to the limit on icy wet roads. So yeah, I don't know yet, but I can't say it's got any less traction than the Road Pilot. I can't say that it, obviously I can't say it wears any faster yet. I think I've spoken about formation riding previously, but I'll go over that again quickly too. When you're riding in a group, either 2 or 100 bikes, you should be staggered. You should be staggered. Unless, of course, you're some awesome dude in a motorbike gang and you ride next to each other, boy. You ride shoulder to shoulder, 2 inches from each other on your Harley Davidsons. Most normal people in a group, or yeah, in a group, riding a formation like this, it's staggered. Reason being, if I'm not paying attention and downshifting Kiwi up there slams his brakes on, I'm not going to rear end him, I'm going to fly past him. Okay, I can see past him and I can ride like this, kind of next to him and not be in his way. And obviously the person behind me would be in the right hand lane for the same reasons I'm in the left hand lane, for visibility and stopping distance. Fucking idiots, eh? Fucking cyclists, eh? Fucking cyclists. Now there's a good cyclist off to the side of the road, ensuring that you're going to be alive at the end of your ride. These bloody cyclists around the Manawatu are shocking. I'll be on these, you know, country roads that aren't exactly the widest, like they've got nowhere to go, and neither does a car or a motorbike if the shit hits the fan, and they insist on riding 2 abreast. 2 abreast. And if you're a cyclist out there, don't even start trying to defend yourself. But we have a right to be on the road. Yeah, you kind of do according to the law, but according to the law, you also have to follow the fucking law. So don't for a second go, we've got just as much right to be on the road, because I adhere to the road rules way more than you do when you're sitting out in the middle of a lane acting like a dick. If you want to survive, then guess what? Stay out of the way of faster moving, heavier fucking vehicles. Fucking cyclists. Fucking can't stand cyclists. I mean, yeah, normal people out for a little bit of a ride, you know, kids and parents and shit, that's one thing. But these people who think they're in the Tour de France, you know, I've got to put my Lycra on and I've got to ride out in the windiest fucking obscure roads, thinking that you can just take up as much road as you like. I don't wish death on anyone, but if you see, clever cyclist. I don't wish death on anyone, but if you don't want to die, here's an idea. Don't ride in the middle of the fucking road. Just a thought. Well, these roads are used by stock trucks and freight trucks. You know, they come around a corner and see a bunch of fucking idiots in the middle of the road. They've got nowhere to go, absolutely nowhere to go, and 9 times out of 10 they won't be able to stop in time. See, clever cyclists off to the side of the road. Well, DK, if you've ever wondered how you ride, mate, here's some video footage of you doing it.